All right, by request, real maintenance modification of the 2022 Aldebaran. I kind of could give you a review on this as well while I'm in the middle of putting this together. And I wasn't going to mess with this reel because personally, I don't think it need any updates. The only real modification that I did was I changed out that bushing that is inside the bearing. Well, inside by the worm shaft, I put a bearing in. And while I'm not touching anything at the moment, is because I'm actually opening a package. If you guys missed it, I know I almost did. Hedgehog Studio had a Black Friday sale for like 50% off, up to 75% off a lot of things. And I'll have to put his name in the comments, or his comment will pop up on here requesting the 22 version. And actually the sale is technically still on, according to this. Well, by the time this video is out, the sale will be over. The sale will be over. I am technically upside down, so this way my hands are coming in, and I'll flip it and edit it all correctly. So yeah, things you're gonna need before I open this up. I use a Weaver kit. And I threw in there a hex style Allen wrench as well. That's for the Daiwa stuff. And then I also have my Amo real spool repairing kit as well. And then I have my bearing kit and my bearing removing kit there. I'm gonna move all of this stuff off of here. All right, so here we have the Aldebaran 2022. It has 11-to-1 bearing count. Of course, none of these magnets come out. I was kind of disappointed because in all of my Shimanos, I always pull the end magnet out. But in this case, they made these magnets technically a little bit softer than all of their other reels. And so, oh, of course, the Conquest. And then also I have in there, this is the other mod, the KKR spool. I did not change the bearing inside of here. I usually change the bearings, but they did a really good job. A really good job with this reel. Let's move this out of the way. Behind here is a bushing. You could actually push that off with the fine, very fine screwdriver. Flathead is what you want. Make sure I'm pulling out the flathead one. Yep, you want that very flat screwdriver to get right behind here. I personally shouldn't pop it off. Wait, I am gonna pop it off, but it might be the last thing. But there is a bushing back here, but I changed it to a bearing. And if you get it right behind should move. You can feel it moving if you spin it from edge to edge. There is a tool that grabs both of these and pushes it out. And to avoid the spinning, I use my thumb. And there's a little space. Push that out. Well, I'm not gonna do that right now. It's actually kind of giving me a hard time, but let's identify. Actually, let's just open this up. I know y'all want to see what's in here as well as I want to see it, because I ordered it and don't remember what all I ordered and what I didn't order. I know I didn't order the clutch or the thumb bar. All right, here we go. Golden champagne gold set is what I ordered. Wind shaft. The wind shaft. That's the cover, that's the guide. The little thing in the front. So all of this has to come off. Of course, the screw for the handle. That is for this. Brake adjuster. And then 5 screws that go in here. You're gonna need, because these are hex style, everything's gonna be in the description for all that I used. Tension knob and the star drag. All right, this is the only way I was gonna do maintenance on this reel, is if I was gonna modify it. I wasn't just gonna take this reel apart, mainly because I don't fish this reel extremely heavy. Like I'm at a point right now where it doesn't need to be taken apart as of yet. But I guess we'll start with the easy thing first. Let's start with the tension, the brake adjuster. Let's turn this bad boy down to 1. That is really tight, but it's tight for a reason. It's so that it doesn't just randomly come off or come loose or changes the settings in the middle of fishing. That would not be great. This is my first time taking this reel apart, so this video may be a little long. Flathead. Personally do not like wearing gloves during this, but it makes for easier. Kind of just keep everything in place. Take that out. Boom. Put the new one in. It's good and tight. You can move this around and figure out if it's tight enough. And that is tight enough for me. Yeah. All right. That's that. Let's put this in the bag. Now we're gonna find all of the screws because I have to pull this off. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like that one needs to come off. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like it does. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's number 6 and number 7. I did not buy a new handle or knobs. I like everything about this reel. So like bearings and then the knobs are good. You can get away with a Phillips or a flathead here on this one. I'm gonna go with the Phillips just to get through it faster versus trying to. If I pull it off the screen, it's just so that that Phillips too small. Let's see. This Phillips too big. No, I feel like it's just the right size. All right. Phillips from the Almo kit. I'm gonna pull this out of the way so that we don't have a big mess. Try to keep things together. You want your and that's not on there hard at all. Just remember, guys, I have not taken this reel apart or taken this reel apart. I don't want anyone to okay, gotta just pay close attention, make sure there's nothing extra. There's a clicker mechanism under there, so what I'm gonna do is try to keep it all together. And there's the spring that stayed up in there. There's a spring inside of there. Little parts, yeah. That spring's really different in comparison to that other stuff that goes on there. But there's a spring mechanism inside of here, or like a little, I don't want to open it, it goes flying. Yeah, you see that little ball? It's a spring, the same concept that they use on the inside for their click and drag itself. Works with the stardrag, same concept. Let's set this over here out of the way so we don't lose it. And they use a really fine oil this time, probably the Shimano oil versus grease. All right, there is a washer there, the copper washer. What I usually do is I try to pull it all up together. Yep, that's all of the washers, and put it all back on top of each other. Next thing we're gonna do is remove tension knob. I'm gonna push out the KKR shaft that came with the spool. It has a spring on it. What's the difference between the KKR and the standard spool? It's just slightly lighter. You can cast lighter lures further. And I use it to throw flies for bluegill and trout. Double check to make sure. All right, so since I'm changing them, there is a carbon fiber paper slash like spacer that you're gonna want to put inside of here. Gonna stick this on. Just stick that on there real quick. All right. We're gonna take off that first screw on the outside. it over here and find the screws that look similar to it in shape on the top. They'll be easier to get out versus the flat ones. Flat ones, you're gonna definitely want to use the Weaver screwdriver. It's already trying to come apart. Do I have to take off that one by the, yes, okay. There's one by, I have taken this reel apart, you know, that I think about it, to get to that. Oh, it's, okay. It's being funny. All right, here we go. Should probably turn it over. I was trying to avoid losing that screw, but. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. Bearing fell out. And that's the clicker. And all right, all right, so I almost lost it. That is the spring and mushroom head. Goes in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in here, and then I'm gonna pull that little spring out of there, put it there. That whole thing comes apart. Yeah. They put holes in the actual gear to knock some of the weight off. Okay. Try to keep these bad boys in order. All right. So there's so I don't think that's gonna move too much. So we're gonna leave it be. And I'm gonna take this screw and this screw off. And I'm gonna put in the wind shaft, and I don't know what this thing is called offhand. It'll pop up, of course, in the description. You want to get a mat for when you're taking apart. So you could put these things in place. All right, so I took those two screws off. This whole piece is gonna slide off the front. Well, it should. I actually have to pop it. push it around. Yep. All right. Okay. Push that off. There we go. This one. But it's the same size as the bearings or the bushing that's on the handle, inside the handle. The bearings that's in there. Like it's just this. Yep. Okay. Whew. There we go. It's just that. Holy cow. Woo. Y'all don't even understand. All right. Those are 2 washers from this side. That just changed everything. I did not really feel like taking all that apart. All right, I'm gonna take this front piece off. It's flathead. Woo! And there we go, that whole piece comes out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's a washer. Push that way. Yep. All right. Pushes that way. And that whole thing comes out of there. And there we go. What you're gonna wanna do though is make sure you get that little guy out of there as well. So you're gonna need some tweezers and reverse pull it. Bong. Whoa. All right. And that whole thing has come out. I'm not gonna clean this because I'm putting a brand new one on. I knew this was gonna take some time. I called it. Because Alright, you're gonna wanna, I'm putting it in backwards. You're gonna want those 2 little things to match onto that side. Just don't push it up against your gears. Probably should have took that, no, I'm safe. That's about it, I probably should have took that gear off, but I'm good. All right, just turn it slightly. Might need to take the tweezers to turn it. Yep. Take the tweezers and turn it and just align it to fall into place. Here we go. Take the back side of the tweezers and just push it and lock it in. There you go. Back in business, back in business. I'm gonna put this piece back on. This is just to line it. I didn't take all of that stuff off because I don't necessarily need to. I actually should buy the clutch. I'm a dumb bar. I'm not a huge fan of that kind of stuff. Like changing the thumb bar itself. But alright, I'm not going to completely tighten that on there just yet, because I want to put this back into place. What did I do with the bag? Oh, okay, here we go. Putting the originals in their respected bags. All right, so I'm gonna put this wind shaft on. It's pretty simple, but it's kind of a pain at the same time. Wait. Something is missing. That is not good. I wonder how that came off. Or maybe it never had it. I feel like it should have had one. But this shouldn't come up as easy. I feel like it's gonna push out pretty easy. But it's... You're kidding me. I seen what they did. So this is a flat side with a little bit of a drop edge. So what they did is you have to take that screw off of this side to pull it, because it goes down in. They're so freaking technical. Gotta give it to them. Nope, I'm not gonna use that one. Where is the Phillips? Use the Phillips and stop trying to shortcut. Use the Phillips. All right. Okay. Screw near the pinion, or the main gear. That'll be the first screw that goes back. I wonder if I could just push this without having to pull the whole thing up. That would be amazing, but of course not. Of course not. We're not gonna make things that easy. All right, so I gotta take off both screws. All right, try to keep that in place. There is a bearing right there. That's what I'm after. So now it should just pull up with ease. And that simple. Well, it's simple design. Some reels have it where it's a C-clamp or retainer on the other side. Fall into place, man. Okay. Are you seriously telling me this is too big? They send me the wrong size? I think they sent me the wrong size, people. They sent me the wrong size. Wow. Wow. Okay, all right. So that's lame. I gotta get with them. Let's put this back in there. Make sure is aligned to everything to go back in place. So you guys got to see that come off for no reason, because the one that I have doesn't fit. I wonder which one that fits. I'm gonna have to look it up now. All right, let's put these bad boys back in their respective places. All right. Well, you guys got to see that. All right. Let's put that back on. The trick to doing this is don't tighten that down just yet. Just twist it and it'll fall in place. There you go. Then you can tighten that. Because they put grease on them 2 springs over there, I'm safe. With, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Gotta make sure I put this back, these 3 washers back correctly. All right. Tighten that. I'm gonna turn this just to get it. Make sure that it's on the track correctly. That's what I don't want it to do. And that's when you know it's not on track right. That's how you get it back on track, guys. And girls, if they're watching. And kids and babies and anybody who decides to take this reel apart. May God bless their soul. Because this requires patience. All right. Make sure we're good before I put it back together. Yep. All right. I could put this front case back on. The hood, put the hood back on. Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? Trying not to break that joint. Pop back into place. There you go. Boom shakalak. I'm shocked these two springs ain't come off. That's some well greased stuff there. All right. Let's put these two little screws back into place. Boom and boom. I can't believe that that piece came the wrong size. Oh, why did I put that down? So I'll probably order the clutch today, as soon as I'm done with this, because it's on sale right now. I think it's like $130 or $120 or something like that. And I know for sure they're like 50 to 75% off. I know next year, if I'm still around or I'm still doing this, I'm gonna put some money aside. I always mess up and forget about all these Black Friday specials. I'm gonna just seriously put money aside for Black Friday. All right, we got that. It doesn't look bad, but now I'm kind of mad that either they sent me the wrong piece or I ordered the wrong piece. I'm not gonna blame it on them. All right, so big gear back on. That carbon fiber main gear with that carbon fiber. Let's put the spring and mushroom back. Oh, it's gonna be nice and stay right there. I'm gonna, I knew it wasn't gonna. Fall in there. Go ahead, man. Wow. Where did it go? It fell down in the hole and it's under there. I see it. Oh, this is always fun. Woo. Do not know pain until it's time to put this thing back in there. Yay! All right. So lay this back on top. Fall into place. Clicker is back in place. Yo. Let's put this back in there. So I need that to hold everything down. And I just noticed something too with the stardrag and me trying to save this, not lose it and all of that good stuff. I got to take it off and put it on the new one. Big bearing. There we go. You're gonna want to put your washers back on exactly how you took them off. Remember, there's a copper washer. We put that nut back on. Probably should put one of them screws back in. Just to kind of keep the body together, just a little bit. I'm not going to tighten it all the way. Oh, I need to put that. That little piece right here was like $6. I'm not too mad at that. I'm pretty sure it'll go on one of the other reels that I have. And if I don't have the right reel, I'll just post it for sale. It said Bantam, but it also said a list of other reels that went with it. That's the reason why I grabbed it. All right. Stardrag. No, you know what? I'm tripping, guys. I'm not going to use these screws anymore. I'm going to actually never come back to it. Thank you. Because I'm going to use those hex head screws that lock the reel kind of for good. Not putting the original screw back in. In the ammo kit, there's a key, Allen key, that fits in there. So it's like locking your rims. Stardrag. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I really don't like messing with that spring. This is my least favorite part. Messing with these little mushroom and spring things. They put grease on it this time. You know, it probably would have been easier just to put the spring on the mushroom and to put the whole thing on there. not helping. I'm shaking like I've been drinking Mountain Dew. I ain't drink Mountain Dew in like 2-3 years. All right. Boom. All right. Align that to fall. Into place. Fall into place. There we go. I heard it tap. Push that off. All right. Yep. Good to go. All right, let's put that piece back on there. And I'm gonna use the new screw that I got. Are you telling me that this screw doesn't fit? Whoa. Oh, it does. Right. That's that. Let's get these screws back in. I bought 5, and I noticed they're shorter than the originals. So I am wondering if that's going to be an issue with the reach. That's the issue because they don't even fit these. What fits there? Off screen. All right, I think that is all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is all 6 screws. Kind of disappointed in that wind shaft being the wrong size. Let's Get this back in there. I actually want to, now that I got the gold, all gold everything, I want to put the gold spool in there, but I'll stick this one in there for now, just for make sure everything is working. Yeah, we're back. And my whistle name is sticking. That isn't good. I need to tighten it. All right, guys. Well, I'm not going to hold you too much longer. I'm going to actually shortcut this and unscrew that and tighten that back down so that this thing doesn't stick, because it's not tight all the way. And I think I know why it's not tight all the way. I know why it's not tight all the way. There's a piece that needs to go inside of there. I'm going to show you it real quick on this one. It's a washer. There is a washer that needs to go inside of that one, and I missed it. It's okay, but I'm done. I'm done with the video because I know this is going to be a long one. It's probably going to be about an hour minimum. So if you've made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. If you have any questions, you got to see my mistakes. Leave a comment. This one was for one particular person, and I honestly needed to do it anyway. I needed to do the real maintenance on this reel so that I can come back to it. Remember, squares are other fishing videos or how-to videos, and the circle is a free lifetime subscription. Until next time, peace out. All right, guys, I'm back real quick. I fixed that. I got those little washers out of there, put them inside of there so that it's not sliding. We are in business 100%. All right, I am officially out this time. Officially out. Peace out.